Anyway, we are in the American livery, and we're going to be flying that today out of Charlotte, and we're going to be going up to LaGuardia. Hopefully we get some good approach and landing into LaGuardia. New York Center is on board, Charlotte ground is on right now, and so we're going to have a little bit of ATC coverage on this flight. But thanks for joining me, guys. Let me start this up real quick. Takes a while for the airplane to boot up. Got the batteries coming on. There we go, the lights flashing. We got the ground power available, and we're going to jump over to that right now. And there we have the ground power. And let's just go all the way to nav on the ADRSs. Back to my line. And we're rocking a couple of modifications today, which I'm going to tell you guys about in a few once I get the aircraft set up and we're taxiing out of here. You guys will see. I do have the BSS sound pack activated on this. It should be flying. So it should be working properly. It should be, but we'll see. I just updated the airplane, so hopefully it's compatible with this new update that came out today and yesterday. Yesterday and today. We got some new updates, so hopefully it is. So we'll see. We'll find out. KCLT, Charlotte. And we're going to KLGA, LaGuardia. There we go. And Init IRS. This is a new screen that wasn't there before, so I think you just have to hit align on a reference airport. Confirm alignment, and we're good to go. So back to the init page, and our flight number is American 2806. And we'll fill out the rest of the stuff here shortly. What's up, Lauren V. Littlejohn? Welcome aboard, man. How you doing? Yes, you can get them. Definitely. We spoke today. I'm going to search for that mod for you and send it. No problem. First Officer Phil, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining me. Yes, there are updates on the A320. I did one yesterday, which is a huge one, like 62 files. And I did one just now, which is about 4 files. So they're constant updates, definitely. And Aaron, you said you're flying to New York next week with American Airlines? Oh, awesome, man. Awesome. Get your camera out. Make sure you take some pictures of that landing. I will fly the British Airways for you. I promise. When I get back to Europe, I'm going to be flying it. That's probably going to be sooner than later. But I will be doing that for you. All right. So let's go ahead and fire up the APU-2. 1, 2, 3. Get that coming up so we can switch over and turn off the ground power, which makes a lot of noise. And also turn off the blower motor. Makes so much noise. Turned it off. There you go. You guys can probably hear me better now. Here, about to go start an update on your PC. Yeah, go ahead, man. It's going to be about like 50 or 60 files, so watch out for that. All right, let me bring up the browser. Bring up a couple of things here. I'll bring up my charts. It's funny, I was in the real cockpit the other day, as you guys know now, and it wasn't loud at all. I don't think they had the blower fan on. It was not loud, and I appreciated that. Here's the file that I've filed. There we go. This is what we're flying today. Charlotte to New York City. Charlotte, New York. There you go. All right, cool. And we can bring up the charts and stuff here shortly. Open up the charts. Airport info charts, and I think we're taking the Barmy 3, so I'll just pull up that city real quick and have that. And the next thing I'm going to pull up is a sim brief that has the information about fueling and stuff. Okay, those two. All right, next tab is going to be sim brief. I keep forgetting that I have this mod that gives me the chart as a separate tab on the EFB here. But every time I update the airplane, I have to reactivate it and just keep forgetting to do that. But one of these days, I will remember all the time. I already filed a flight plan on SimBrief to go to New York. And it's already here. There it is, right there. Charlotte, LaGuardia, 1 hour, 20-minute flight. Flight level 390 is what we're going to be taking. So yeah, that's it. All right, so far so good. Everything is looking fine on the setup. Yeah, the mods for this right now I'm using on this plane, Little John, is the BSS sound pack, of course. And also, there's a 2K texture. This is what I'm using. It's a reduced texture pack for the cockpit, and actually it looks really good. Where it reduces the load factor on the graphics card, so you get a better FPS, and it seems to be working. My frame seems to be better right now. Now I'm wondering, I'm looking at these switches here, and it's got dirt all over them. Let's do that, sorry. It's got dirt all over it, so I think this is it. It looks good. Let me turn off the external power. And that's a switch over to the ground power. Good. So we're in ground power. And we can also adjust the cabin temperature a little bit cooler. Cool it off a little bit. All right. Yeah, this texture pack actually looks good, and it is performing good. It's clean. Yeah. Let's see. All right, so let's get started here. Just you guys just joining me. We are out here in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's downtown Charlotte right there. We're in the Flight Factor A320, and we are heading up to LaGuardia, New York. So hopefully we're going to have some kind of epic view going into LaGuardia. And one of the visual runways we're going to be taking, or maybe the ILS for, I don't know. We've got to see what the weather's like. But yeah, let's go set this up. Pop this out, bring it over here, and just start punching in the values on this thing. Let's see. Now, I'm not sure my BSS is activated. I don't hear the passengers unless they updated it or something like that. I don't know. They might have. Sorry, let's move this. There we go. All right. Cost index. First thing I'm going to look at, I'm looking at SimBrief right now, which is where I file all my stuff. Well, you know what? I need to generate. There we go. Cost index is 15. So let's put that in there. Cruise altitude is flight level, I said 390. Yeah, so we're going up to the maximum cruise altitude for this airplane. 390. There you go. Good deal. And we will request a fuel later on. Let's look at the flight plan real quick. Out of Charlotte, it is saying we're doing runway 18 center. If we look at the charts and see where we are on the charts, let's see if 18 center is going to be what we're going to be using here. Alright, so 18 center is right behind me, so good. So we're going to be using 18 center. So we can do departure, 18 center, and we're doing the Barmy 3. And Raleigh transition, RDU. There we go. Perfect. We can come back and do that. Now, I almost forgot, I do have Charlotte ground on. Let me call them up for clearance. That would have been nice if I pushed back and didn't call them up. Charlotte ground is 121.9. Yeah, I have free file here on VATSIM. Let me call it real quick. There we go. There we go. They're up. And good evening, Charlotte ground, American 2806, requesting IFR clearance to LaGuardia.
American 6 clearance request, standby.
Roger that. Did the ATC just curse? I thought he did. He caught him by surprise. Aaron, American is a decent airline, definitely. It is decent. Yeah, CJ, the texture pack it's looking nice. It's a little bit bluer on it, and I like that too. HC Simulation, what's up, man? Change your name, that's good. Oh, thank you very much, man. I like that pic that I took too. Appreciate it. All right, while we wait on clearance, I'm gonna assume that we're gonna get what we filed. All right, so here we go.
American 2006 to LaGuardia International Airport, runway 3, departure, Raleigh transition in this file, climb via the SID, departure frequency 122.8, squawk 6322.
Clear to LaGuardia, Barmy 3 departure, Raleigh transition as filed, climb via the SID. Departure frequency is 122.8, squawk 6322, American 2806.
American 2006, be correct. Expects runway 18 left for departure, advise when ready to taxi.
18 left for departure, we'll advise to taxi, American 2806. Alright, we got a different departure. We can take care of that. Let's go here. Go departure, and we're going to do it in 18 left. Okay. Barmy 3 is already there. Raleigh transition is there. Good to go. Alright, let's put in some stuff here. We're going to get vectors anyway. So Barmy 3 to Raleigh. RDU. Raleigh Durham. Hold on a second here. Come on. Why are you not going in? Raleigh, Durham. Good. All right. And from Raleigh, we're going to do the Juliet 55 airway. These flight plans are way simpler in America than in Europe. When I flew Europe, there were so many waypoints for a short flight. Then we do HPW, Hotel Papa Whiskey. And then from HPW, Juliet 191 again. Simple enough. And then PXT, Potomac. And then from Potomac, we go to Curry 4. Okay, good. And we have a discontinuity there, which it's going to be because we're going to be doing a manual up to Raleigh. Not a problem. And let me just do this on the Barmy 3, and then we'll put in the arrival into departure. 18 left. Raleigh. Insert. Good to go. All right. And LaGuardia, we are going to be arriving right now. It's saying runway 13. Okay, ILS 13. And that's going to be the Curry 4 arrival. And PXT transition. Good to go. All right, so we got our flight plan in. Let's just run through it real quick up here and see if it makes sense. All right, so we're going to get vectors to Raleigh. Raleigh to have Hancock JD, Zeta HPW hubs, Duxton, Garrett, Skippy, Bessie, and that's the star going into LaGuardia. And from Proud, we're going to get vectors to runway 13. Okay, I see. All right, we'll work with that for now. We're going to insert that. That's going to be our flight plan. We can take this off. Good to go. And let's look at the weight and balance and see what's going on with that too. CJ, no, I haven't done a shared cockpit flight as yet, man. I will be doing one in the future when I get a little bit more confident or have the software to set it up, but definitely something I'd like to go. Yeah, First Officer Phil, I'll check out your video once I'm done here tonight, and comment on it as usual. Skykid 951, what's up, man? Welcome aboard. Looking forward to this flight. Thank you very much. Hopefully I won't disappoint on it at all. Black Knight, welcome, welcome, welcome. LaGuardia TAF is as follows. Let's see. So that's 170, 10 knots, 6 mile, few clouds, 700, scatter 2500, temperature. Wow. Okay. It's not looking too good in LaGuardia. Overcast. Of course, always this airplane, I got some bad weather going in there, so we'll see. And guys, yeah, if you like the stream, man, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate it. Definitely. Let me just make some announcements here.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome aboard from the flight deck. This is your captain.
Got a Delta
speaking.
over here.
I want to
It's
thank all
taxiing
of you
out.
for being with us today. We're just getting the last of the luggage stowed on board, and we should be departing on time in just a few minutes. I will be speaking to you again later on, so thanks again and enjoy the flight.
All right. Emergency lights can come on. We can bring on the no smoking sign. We can go to the nav light on. It should have been on already before. Okay. And we'll make that run so far. Let's look at the weight and fuel and see what we got for this airplane. Sim brief, back to you. Man, I use this thing for everything when it comes to these flights. Fuel on board, we need 6.8 on the fuel. So let's go here, service. 6800. I'm gonna set that. Perfect. And how much passengers do we have on this airplane? Passengers 111, so we're not completely full. So we can go 111. Set that. So we got a few empty seats. We can look at the cargo, but let's look at the weight of the airplane now. Zero fuel weight is 52.0, but we need zero fuel weight of 55. So we need 3 kilos worth of fuel of cargo. So we can make this 4. Set that. Go back to the perf data. We have 55.0, and it's saying that we should have 55.4. Yeah, we'll take that. We are good. Good to go on the weight and fuel. So that's all set. So to finalize that, we can go to the init ref. Go to this page, request fuel. 55.0 should pop up. There we go. 55.1. Nice. Good to go. Alright, so weight and fuel is in. Flight plan is in. For this airplane, you can come up here and make sure everything is in if you see the manage mode is set. Looks like we might be missing something here on the perf side of it. Let's go to perf. 18,000 feet transition. And we can come over here and see what our setting for the flap. Trim position is up 1.3. So we're going to go flap 1/up 1.3. That's it. And we're going to be flexing it to 55. We have a long enough runway to do that. I'm sorry, that is the shift. Let's clear this. And let's go 55 here on the flex. I haven't flown this airplane in a while. Man, so much to remember. So V2, 135, V1, 131, and 129. For V1, I assume VR 131. Perfect. So that's all good to go. Giovanni Neptune, welcome aboard, man. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining me. You're new to the channel, but it's all good. Hope you enjoyed.
Charlotte ground going up on 10 minutes, 10 minutes.
Nothing back on the road, playing American Truck Simulator in real life. Hello. Wow. It's awesome. All right, perfect. All right, so we are in manage mode. And let's see what the SID looks like on this. So we got to be out of here in 10 minutes. He's going to be out of here. On the SID itself, what does it call for? So we're just going to be taking off and getting vectors to Meshy, M-E-S-H-Y. Then Barmy. Okay. And if we're taking off 18 right, he says. Okay, 18 right, climbing 183 to 1280, heading 0200, 8,000 at top altitude on this. Alright, so we're going to do 8,000 top altitudes. Perfect. That's 8,000. That's all set. Good to go. And we're in manage. So basically it means that with this departure, we're heading south. We're going to be making a left and head to Meshi, then Gulfy, then Barmy. Make sure that's in the flight plan here. Meshi, Gulfy, Barmy. I think I need to put Meshi back in here. For some reason I got rid of it when I updated the departure. Let's do this one more time. Okay. 18 left. And it's going to be the... Hold on. Barmy 3. Raleigh transition. Go back temporary flight plan. And we should have those waypoints in there. There it is. Waypoints are there. Now we can insert that. Perfect. Yep, I will check the takeoff data. Takeoff data is still good. We are valid. We just changed the runway on this. Alright, we're good to go. We're almost set up here, so let's call for the pushback and get out of here. I think we're set. That's all we need.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
We should be pushing nose to the right and get it pulled forward so we don't blast these people in the terminal. And that's going to be a pushback truck coming. So let's do it.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Go back to the ground shots here real quick. Look at that. Make sure that we're doing the nose right. Yep, nose right. We're going to be taxiing here to either center or right, whichever one he gives us. Not a problem. Alright, tow truck is coming up. So let's go ahead and turn on the fasten seatbelt sign. And we did get a squawk code of 6322. Let's put that in over here. Clear, clear. 6322. All traffic, TARA. And we can go ahead and turn on the transponder and turn on the beacon lights because we just got the doors closed up. And come over to service tabs.
And hatches are closed.
Remove that.
Ready to connect.
Remove that and remove the fuel truck. Now let's watch this guy hook up to the airplane. One of my favorite views in X-Plane and better pushback plug-in. It's just awesome to look at, man. There we go. This thing is so real, man. You can actually see the airplane rising. Look at that when he's pushing it up.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, think we are good to go. Let's release this parking brake. And get pushback and get out of here.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Oh, he jerked my airplane up there. I don't know what happened. Alright, good. Good. We are pushing back. Alright, let's get our engine ignition to start mode.
Following presentation about safety on board. Your hand luggage must be placed in the overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. It's forbidden to place hand luggage
And let's get these
in front
pumps
of the
on up
bulkhead
here.
seats or the emergency exits. For safety reasons, the
Alright,
use of
air
any
conditioning is good.
electronic
Everything is set on the
devices is
overhead.
prohibited during
We
taxiing,
can start it up.
takeoff,
And let's
landing.
start engine number
Personal
2.
electronic equipment,
Here we
such
go.
as telephones and wireless transmitting devices, may not be used at any time during the flight. Please fasten your seatbelt now as we're taking off.
Throttle lever not idle. What does that mean? There we go. Lever is
Because
idle.
turbulence
Start
can
this
occur
one more time.
unexpectedly, you are obliged to have your seatbelt fastened whenever you're seated, until the aircraft comes to a full stop after landing.
I
Whenever
see.
the fasten seatbelt sign is
Forgot
on,
turn on the bleed.
use of the
We're gonna
lavatories
need
is
that.
not
There we go.
permitted. For takeoff and landing,
I haven't flown
make
this
sure that
airplane
the
in a
back
long
of your
time.
seat
Messing
is
up
in a
here.
fully
There you
upright
go.
position,
Alright,
and that
watch
your
the bleed
cables are
pressure
folded
build up.
away. Secure
Right here.
infants with the infant's belt, which will be distributed
Here's the
by your
PSIs
flight
on it.
attendant if needed.
And it's
This
coming
is
up
a
30,
non-smoking
32,
flight.
34.
Smoking is not
We are
permitted
good.
at any
So
time
let's
on
start
board.
2 again.
Smoking in the lavatories
We can
is
check it over
dangerous
here.
and will activate a smoke
Yep,
alarm.
N2 is rising, so
If
we are
cabin
starting
pressure
up.
is lost,
Perfect.
oxygen masks will be released automatically. Hold
Yeah,
the
the
mask
immersion with
towards
better
your
pushback
face
plug-in
and
is just
cover your
wonderful.
nose and
And
mouth, and help children
it's
and
to
adults.
die for in this airplane.
In case of impact on land or water, position yourself as shown on the screen. You may use either position. To evacuate the
Altimeter is
aircraft,
29905.
follow the
Let's
illuminated
adjust that.
escape path markings. The emergency
There we go.
exits are identified by exit signs and are located as shown on the screen and the safety on board card.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Your
And
light
engine
jacket
1
is
and
located
2 is
under your
rising
seat
and 1 is stabilized. We can go ahead and start the second engine here.
or below the armrest.
And watch this engine spin up. There it goes.
Hold the life jacket over your head and attach the strap. Do not inflate your life jacket until you leave the aircraft. Pull the strap until the life jacket is properly adjusted. If the life jacket does not inflate or needs more air,
And
blow
engine
to
2
the
is
rubber
coming up.
tube.
Perfect.
Infant life jackets
Perfect.
will be distributed if required. In case of emergency on water, the evacuation
Alright, where's my
slides
tow
will
truck?
serve
Are
as
you
rafts.
disconnected yet? No?
The safety on board card shows the various procedures and the use and location of the safety equipment. Please study the card carefully. In an emergency, you must follow the orders given by the crew. Thank you for your attention.
Alright, he's disconnected.
Für weitere Informationen wenden
So
Sie
is
sich bitte an
disconnected
Ihr
and bypass pin has been removed and signal
Müssen Sie
will
sich
be on
an
the
die
left.
Anweisungen
Central
dieser
aircraft
Zeit.
Charlotte
Aerospace
Aerospace
flight.
Wir danken für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Produkt.
Alright, tug's done. We just need to set up for a departure. Let's go to flap 1. Arm the ground spoilers. Auto brake to max. Ignition can go to normal. And we can call for taxi, and during the taxi we can check, make sure the flight controls are good. They're good to go. And Charlotte ground, American 2806 are ready for taxi with weather. Let's see where he gives us for taxi now.
American 2806, runway 18 left, taxi via Mike Charlie.
18 left via Mike Charlie. It's always American 2806. Long taxi, so we got to go all the way here. Go to Mike. I'll go all the way straight ahead to Mike, and then go to Charlie and go up here. Okay, straight ahead to Mike. It's going to be off to my left. Okay, we'll remember that. Let's get out of here. Ah, listen to those engines spool up. Let's watch this American over this unit. I don't want to touch anybody's wing. Alright, cool. Let's see. We need to go a little to the left, and we're going to catch Mike over here. Yeah, that's... Here we go. Over here. That's going to be a Mike taxiway. Perfect. Mike should be straight ahead. Yep, there it is. Gonna make a left hand Mike and go all the way to Charlie. Left hand Mike, left hand Charlie. Alright, good. Slow down on the taxiway there, sir. Yeah, this thing taxis so smooth. It's so nice. We got no traffic to the right. To the left, no traffic. Slow it down, make that left turn. Can't wait to get my head tracking working again properly. I miss it. So I don't have to pan around on this thing. Guess we can bring our terrain radar. And let's check and make sure that we have all our control surfaces working properly. Aileron right, aileron left, up, down, perfect. We could check it here again, right there. Up, down. And pitch was up 1.4. Let's check. There you go. Pitch trim is good. And then we can click our takeoff config button. Everything is normal in takeoff config. So we are set to go. Please, no wing clips, right? Yeah, man, I don't know how. I mean, I guess as a pilot, can't really tell how far out your wing extend, but you know, you think you should know at least or something. That's crazy. But I think that incident was due to the ground people just not, you know, standing behind the airplane knowing that it wasn't fully pulled to the gate, and that's what caused the issue. That sucks, though. It really does suck. This should be Charlie taxiway coming up here. Yep, we're going to make a left on Charlie. And you're talking about taking out $1 million airplane out of service for one simple mistake like that.
Delta 3316, my frequency.
Alright, we don't have far to go. We'll go all the way up to the end. We should be good.
Delta 436, you on my frequency.
Andrew Mass, welcome aboard, man. What's going on? The 2K textures is for the cockpit, and it did improve my FPS. I can tell. It's the sim is not as stuttery, so you just install it in the objects folder, or just put the objects folder into the main folder for the flight factor, and it will override a couple of files for you. Yes, so I did see improvements in the frame rate. That's my anecdotal evidence. I don't know if it's because I wanted to improve the frames, but it just feels good. Alright, and let's make this right turn here. Hold short. And bring on all the lights.
Ground, American 2068, departing runway 18, Charlie, American 2068, welcome to Charlotte.
Let's hold short right here.
Ramp,
perfect. Alright, takeoff config is good.
To the ramp.
This is on normal. Awesome. And we can bring on all the lights. Strobe can come on. Runway turn off lights come on. Should have had a taxi light on, but it's fine. And nav light is on, beacon is on. We can sit him down.
American 2806 altimeter is 2995. Winds 22008. Monitor Unicom 122.8. No traffic observed from Charlotte.
2995 on the altimeter. Runway 18. Right, clear for takeoff. Unicom on departure. American 2806. Thank you. All right, we got clearance to go. Let us start the clock. I've notified the cabin. And let's see here, let's make sure that we clear everything. Brakes are on, that's all we need, that's good. Clocks are started.
Attention all aircraft, Charlotte ground.
Alright, let's pull up our SID here real quick. So we're going to be taking off south. And we're going to be making a left turn out and head to Meshi. So we're going to hand fly the Spirit all the way out. Ansbojan, if that's how I pronounce your name. Thanks for joining me, man. Welcome aboard. Alright, here we go. timer, get it lined up. Good to go. Strobes on, flap set, trim set.
On runway 18 left.
Okay. And bring up the throttle. SRS. Come on. There we go. Manflex 55.
80 knots. V1 rotate.
V1 rotate. Bring up the nose. Keep it at 15 degrees. Nose up. There we go. And looks like we have a positive rate. Gear can come up. Perfect. And keep the climb rate going as we watch it climb out of Charlotte. There she goes. Perfect. And we're heading south. We're going to manually fly this thing as high as we can and then turn it over to the autopilot. There's downtown Charlotte off to our left there. Very nice. Dre, new edition. Thanks, man. I'll try to have a safe flight. Definitely. Alright, we can bring up the flaps. Flaps 1, flaps 2. Back to throttle climb. And watch the flaps come up. Very nice. Alright, so we're going to be making the left turn out. And head to Meshi. And what we can do with that is go direct Meshi, insert that, and that will show us in the path where we need to go. And we're going to make a nice left all the way. This thing is so nice to hand fly. Oh, look at downtown. Alright, so speed's good. We're on path. We are climbing out nicely, heading to Meshi. Beautiful. There she goes. Nice. Alright, we're at 6,000 feet. Let's bump it up to 12,000. We're going to push this back into manager mode. Alright. Let's go to manage mode on this. Autopilot can come on. Get over to manage. Get over to 12,000. Throttle climb is good and active as we climb out. Hey, what's up, John? Welcome, 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 man. You liked the awesome graphics on my last couple of flights? Thank you, I appreciate it. I did bump up the graphics setting a little bit. I actually did, you know, and I guess it's showing an improvement. So that's good. It's good to know. That is good to know that you're noticing the difference. So basically that departure was going south and making a left and passing downtown Charlotte. Yeah. Alright, let's check a couple of things here on departure. Cabin altitude is climbing, cabin temperature is good. Everything is all set. Fuel and the engine shows normal. And once we reach 10,000, we'll turn off a couple of lights and keep heading out there. Yeah, thanks, EJ. Glad it's looking real good. Alright, so 10,000 feet, it's nosing over. It's going to speed up to 280 knots on the climb. And what we can do is bring off some of these lights. Ding the cabin. That they know. Good to go. You're on the phone, John. Autocorrect is a BIH, isn't it? I hate autocorrect sometimes. Makes me not want to learn how to spell anymore. And at the same time, it puts the wrong word that I don't want in there. And we are out of Charlotte. Sweet. Here is nice too. Alright, let's continue our climb up to 390, flight level 39,000 feet. We're going to manage climb also. We're going to go all the way up. 39. That's the maximum operating altitude for this airplane, I think. Could be wrong. Alright, so throttle climb, nav mode, airplane's at climb speed. That is looking good. And we are coming up to Gulfy, Barmy, Bata. So basically, we're here coming up to Gulfy, going to Barmy, Bata, and head to Raleigh-Durham. So yeah, we're good. Let's just check out these X-Enviro clouds here. Oh, nice. Look at that. First Officer Phil, I do have Druzwecki, New York. So yeah, that's we'll see. I do have the version 1 airports though. I don't have the version 2 airports yet. And hopefully I'll get them soon. But I have Druzwecki, New York, and that's I think the best scenery for X-Plane right now still. Just the level of detail and all the work that they did with it. It's beautiful. Richard, welcome aboard, man. You're finally back from shopping? It's funny, man. That would be a 24-hour shopping spree. Well, if you got away with a couple of hours shopping with a woman, then you got lucky, I would say. So, welcome back. Alright guys, give me 2 seconds here. I almost forgot where I put my beer. I know I had my beer somewhere around here. Yes, I am drinking a beer tonight. I felt like it. I'll be back in a sec. Alright guys, I'm back. I am back. I think we're going out of ortho into another next ortho. You can see the border right there. Interesting. It's all good. Looks good anyway. Alright, New York Center is still online. That's a good thing to know.
Altimeter setting.
Yep. Let's go over to standard on the altimeter. There we go. Coming up to Gulfy, 19,000 feet. Set. And let's kill the APU here. Almost forgot to do that. Burning extra fuel. If you guys are just joining me, this is the 2K texture cockpit, which gives you much more frames than the standard, and it does look good. It is beautiful, I have to say. Definitely have to say it looks good. You can disarm the speed brakes there. That's good. And the color is good, and I noticed that they did some of these switches on it. They're dirtier now. I actually like that. I like a weathered look in the cockpit, and you can see these knobs there and there. Yeah, they probably use the same textures for all of them, but I like that. It's good. And one thing I did notice with the real cockpit, just staring at it, it was dirty. Like, these panels were worn. I know Flight Factor, the first one they came out with, you could see the edges here, they're worn. That's how it looks in real life. The airplane interior, it was worn. It wasn't brand new looking, and I like that worn look. First Officer Phil, you're saying I'm actually approaching Newark right now in X-Plane 11 in the 757. Oh man, the frames go way down. Yes, it does. New York will kill your frames. No doubt about it, no joke. It will kill your frames. And my graphics card suffers in New York, going to New York. No doubt about it. It does suffer. So, hey, what can I tell you? Welcome to the club. Richard, you're enjoying the Thrustmaster foot pedals? You're saying it's hard not to accidentally push the different brakes rather than the yaw controls. Yeah, I can imagine, man. I need to get some good pedals myself too. But you're gonna master that in no time, Richard, so keep at it. Show us your video so we can check it out. First Officer Phil, you get 50 to 60 frames in New York? Really? Because you have a 1060 with a 6 gig in New York City. Okay. Oh, you get a 35 to 40 frames. I see. Okay. HE Simulation, is the 2K textures come with new update? No. The 2K textures is a separate download. It's just a mod that somebody did for it. It's on the org store, and it is free, so you can check it out. Yeah, PC's getting hammered right now. You can tell, right? Yeah, CJ. One of these days I'll upgrade, but not right now. John, any tips on learning the Airbus? From me, no, because I'm still learning it myself. But literally watching flight sim, well, watching videos on YouTube is the way I did it. And screwed up a bunch also. You know, the manage mode and all this other stuff. What got me mostly is the pulling or the pushing of the knobs. That's what got me mostly on the Airbus. And it's the LNAV and VNAV basically. So LNAV is push, which is manage mode, and heading mode is pull. Same thing with the speed. It's like doing level change or auto throttle. It's push and pull. That's the hardest part to master. Filling out the MCDU, once you get a hold of it, it's not bad. Oh, wait a minute, I have some discontinuity here. Let's do this. Clear that. Clear that. And make sure we're good, and we can insert that. Almost forgot. Here we go. Yeah, so we can insert that. Perfect. So yeah, it's watching videos. There's actually a channel online called Baltic Aviation. Google, YouTube Baltic Aviation. They do the 737 simulator and the Airbus simulator, and they're very detailed step by step. It's very well done video. Baltic Aviation. That's how I learn a lot of this stuff too. Richard, you don't like the worn look? I see it every day when I look in the mirror. Well, me too, man. You've seen my face. My face has that worn look 99.9% of the time. Maybe 1% when I get a fresh haircut or something, then I don't have that worn look on my face, so I understand. And actually, here's more worn look. Look on the knobs here. That's a worn look too. It looks like that's part of the 2K. I like that. That is nice. Oh, CJ, you're saying first officer Phil. Okay, I got you. I got you. 1060 is a good card, but if you have it in New York scenery, it drags your frames. Oh, yeah. Every card gets dragged in New York, man. That's what I feel like. Anyway. I think I have full ortho going up to Eastern Seaboard here. Nice. X Enviro is killing my frames too. 1.09 is such a dog. It literally is. Literally is. I hate it. Let me just see something. I want to check out another view here. Forgive me, guys. See if I can find the seat I was sitting in. Is it this seat? Sorry. No, was it this view? It's amazing how, yeah, I think it's this view I had. Looking at the engine in real life, the thing is huge. You know, you can't really stand up in it as a person, but you can sit in it, and it looks just big, like, you know, like just huge jet thing. It's crazy. Joshua Grayson, welcome aboard, man. Thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing to the channel and checking us out. And hope you join us as often as you want where we're streaming. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Alright. New York approach. New York Center is going to be 12532. Let's put that in here. I'm going to tune New York Center from now on, just to get some background ATC. On 2532. There you go. Bring them online. And we'll check in with them later on when we get closer to the New York City airspace. So if you look at the climb performance, we are 14 minutes into the flight, and we're only at 31,000 feet. I think they said it should take about 20 minutes to go to cruise altitude.
American State Climb maintain flight level 270. Climbing flight level 270. American 130 heavy.
Yeah, CJ, the engines are ginormous. They really are. They are big. I do have a picture of me standing in a 747 engine. Like literally standing in the engine. It's that big. Gotta go find that though. That was years ago. Years and years and years ago. I should go looking for that picture.
Level 14, let me just amend that instruction to you again. Then now to flight level 280, then cross Liberty at 14,000. Harrisburg, altimeter 3000. Copy, descending to 280, reverse at 14,000 and 3000. Altimeter Delta with 14. Southwest 494, welcome to Philadelphia, going to Sierra, taxi is Sierra
Echo, turn on your left.
Sierra Echo, cross under left, top of 494.
The American livery is just so plain,
Top of 494.
but it looks good though.
Give you a Sierra Echo,
Don't
cross
mind it
turn
at
on
all.
left. On Echo is next.
Alright, Sierra center left, Sierra to the right, top of 494.
Richard, you say that rumors that Orbix working on a global scenery for X-Plane, perhaps it will mean you can dump your ortho files. Yeah, we'll see. And it's probably going to cost $1,000. I don't know. But I mean, if you don't want to bother with setting up ortho scenery and all this other stuff, and downloading and maxing out your download with your ISP, and you can buy all the files one time. Some people do it, you know, save yourself the headache. It wouldn't be bad at all. If the price is good enough for the entire world and you have everything like ortho quality, why not? Yeah, why not? Hey John, did you ever get a chance to fix your Extreme 3D Pro switches on the joystick with those buttons that were sticking? Because mine is starting to stick now. And I think I'm gonna have to go in there and open it up again and see. CJ says $1,199, $1,099, $2,000 scenery. You pay for that? Richard says, if it's priced about $100, yeah, that's the price of a good payware aircraft. $100 is not bad, you know, for a full worldwide scenery. It definitely would sell. First Officer Phil, you want to know if you should get WinZip? Is it worth it? I don't pay for any of the zip things that I use. I just use it up until it's done. And I have a free one. It's called 7-Zip. That's what I use. Check that one out. I think it's free. I never had to pay for it. And I've never had an issue with it. Doesn't look as good as WinZip, but it works. Really, CJ? You want $19.99 plus each state's got to pay the separate tax on it. Great. That is great. Give me 1 second here, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I am back with you here. Yeah, we got ortho all the way up to New York. That's awesome. Alberto, what's up, man? Mr. LaGuardia, welcome aboard. Everything is all good, man. We're heading up to LaGuardia in New York on the in the IXCG. Is that terrain or weather? It's terrain. Yeah, so we're heading up north from out of Charlotte. John, you said it didn't fix that joystick yet. I bet you're gonna fix it when you get that graphics card. If you get that 1050. I know you're considering it. I know you want to. Grab it when you can, man. Grab it when you can to come and join us. Yeah, CJ, to be honest, I don't know if Orbex can sell ortho because, you know, where would they get the source ortho from? Is it Bing? Is it Google? Is it, you know, whatever? And I don't think they can sell that stuff. So I'm not sure what they would generate the, you know, or ortho similar. I don't know. Would be interesting though. You definitely would see what they're doing. Here we are. We are not in halfway point yet. We are at 38,000 feet. We got 1,000 feet to go. Wow, this airplane is like climbing at 400 feet a minute. Look at that. 600 feet a minute, 1,000 feet to go. I think this is a service ceiling for this airplane. That's why it takes so long. And we're at 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes at top of cruise. Not bad performance. Let's do this.
From the flight deck, your captain here, between a world below and some great cloud formation, we have a lovely view outside the aircraft today. Mother Nature at her best. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, I'm turning off the seatbelt signs at this time. However, as we cannot predict when there may be unexpected turbulences ahead, you should always do up front and keep your seatbelt fastened when you are in your seat. Enjoy the flight. Thank you.
Alright, let's turn off the fast seatbelt sign. Let's do this. That can come off. Nicely done. Now I have to say that I am not hearing the BSS sound pack at all. I know that a couple of updates ago the airplane broke the sound pack. Sound pack is in beta, so the developers got to come back and update their sound pack for the new updated software on the Fly Factor. So maybe that's why I'm not hearing it. I'll check that out later on and see what's going on and what's causing that. Not sure. Coming up on 39,000 feet, cruising at Mach 0.78 basically. That's going to be our cruise speed up to New York. And we're good to go. Took us 22 minutes to get to cruise with almost full flight. Okay. Yeah, CJ, but yeah, definitely if they figured it out and it was good enough, I would definitely buy it at a good price. I still have half the world to go as far as ortho is concerned, and I'm in no rush to get it just because so much to download. I usually download it, leave it, and go to work, or download it overnight or whatever. So I don't know. Oh, look at that. Check out this ortho scenery here as the airplane bobs and weaves in the turn. Somehow feel like we're gonna get wrecked with frames going into New York City. So far so good, it's not too bad. Alright, let's check a couple of things. We are coming up to DC airspace. No, we're in DC airspace now. And we're going to hit New York airspace. I'll probably call them before top of descent at this waypoint, which is Curry. Or PXT waypoint. Yeah, I'll call them at PXT for New York. So we're a little ways out from that. See it on the map. So we're coming up to Petersburg, Richmond, Virginia, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Jersey, then New York. Alright, so we're halfway there. And we just left Charlotte right there, so we're halfway. Not bad. Not bad at all. Why do we have another discontinuity? Okay, no problem. Delete that. Top of descent. 2037 Zulu. Insert that. We're good to go. So our top of descent is going to need about 20 minutes. 20 minutes to top of descent. Yeah. Not bad. Or hour and a half flight. CJ, you have 0 ortho. I hear you, man. You definitely have to have the hard drive space for it, and the patience for it, and the internet connection for it. It is, yeah, it takes work, and also just to learn how to do it properly. You know, once you figure out how to do it properly, then hey. Oh, Alberto, you can hear the bass from the engine. Nice, I like that. That's good. I guess if you go into the back of the cabin here, you should be able to hear a couple of things. Let's see what you can hear. And Flight Factor's been working on the sounds for this airplane. Pretty good. They've been steadily updating it. Love the way they model this. Look at this. This is a circuit breaker panel above the galley with the glass over it. That's modeled nice. Let me take a look at the overwing exit. The airplane I took on the way up to New York was a A321. It wasn't an A320. That was a big airplane. And it was full. And I got that crappy, well, that overwing seat was beautiful as far as the legroom is concerned. It was perfect, but there's no window on it at all. See, this is a different. They had a door on the A321 where you can pop up. This is actually a what you call it. You got to take this out and rest it on the seat. Yeah, you got to take this out and rest it on the seat. A321 actually has a door that pops up and a handle with a slide on it. Come on, CJ, you said you don't know how to do it, to do the ortho. Go on YouTube and bring up, I think Thomas Rasmussen has a tutorial on how to do the ortho. That's where I learned to do mine from, and a couple other people. And just do the first one and see how it comes out. Yeah, you might end up wasting a couple hours downloading scenery, but I think you'll be alright, man. But YouTube is like my go-to teacher for everything. Yeah. Yeah, you'll have an easy time of it once you figure it out. If you could set up X-Plane and live streaming and stuff, you can figure it out. Because I watch your streams and you got stuff going on good. Are you gonna move your rig? Okay. All right, I'm gonna check your channel out. HD Simulation. You did Southwest 7377 to Nashville Part 1. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. No problem. Sean said he fixed his clothes dryer from YouTube this weekend. See? There you go. If John can fix his clothes dryer from YouTube, you could do Ortho from YouTube. Nice. I've checked out a lot of things from YouTube. I seriously have. It's nothing to sneeze at. Alberto, you want me, I should be a pilot? Yeah, that's a dream I had a long time ago. Literally, like, I want to say 17 years ago, I was considering becoming a pilot. And it just didn't work out, you know, with life and family and children. So this is the closest and next best thing, I guess. But yeah, I appreciate the compliment, man. YouTube University. You know what? Absolutely, that's what it is. Yeah, HD Sim is also good, CJ.
From the flight deck, your captain here, between the road below and some great cloud formations, we have a lovely view outside the aircraft today. Mother Nature at her best.
Alright, seatbelt sign is off. Let's see, we got the moon over here. Moon's coming up. Temperature is still good, 23 C. Cabin altitude, 8,000 feet basically. Minus 30 outside. Gross weight is 59 kilos. And we are good with the fuel flow and fuel quantity. Alright, good. Yeah, Alberto, family comes first. Yeah, you're right. So here's what I can't get over in the sim. Way back when I was flying a 737 alone, and I would go on a real airplane and look in the cockpit, the ND and the primary flight display looks bigger. They just look bigger in real life for some reason. I don't understand how. I don't understand why. It just does. You know, it's almost like I can't get the right proportion. I guess from here it does look bigger compared to the other things. And then with the Airbus, same thing. These just look bigger for some reason. It looks almost like it takes up more of the panel spacing. I don't know. It's weird. But they do look, when you see them in real life, it's like, oh crap, this is big. So I could just imagine like the 737 MAX has a bigger panel on it. That should look like ginormous or something, you know. But that's the only thing that I noticed, that they don't look as big in the sim for some reason. Yeah. But just an interesting observation that I made. Oh, you're moving your rig right this minute, CJ? Hey, it's cool, man. Alright, so the rumor is that the planned ortho for the UK will be the same price as your current UK scene when divided in the same manner. Huh, awesome. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, let's see. New York Center 12532. I don't hear them. I wonder if they're still online. Coming up to PXT here shortly. 2030 Zoo. And then we're going to be starting our descent after Garrett. 4 minutes. And good evening, New York Center, American 2806, flight level 390.
Roger. Remain on this frequency, clear out from airspace, and all and on right here in 5 minutes.
Roger that. We'll remain on this frequency. Thank you, American 2806. Alright, so a little bit out of his airspace. That's good. Literally under my desk with my phone, hooking up. ISP is low. Hey man, gotta do what you gotta do. Half the time when I'm watching streams, I'm watching it on my phone, believe it or not. I can get streams on my TV, but that's going to be on a weekend when I'm not at work. But when I'm at work, I'm watching streams on my phone. Or an iPad. Work iPad. First Officer Phil, man, you're not being annoying, man. Ask as many questions as you want. You're good to go. Oh, your last comment, First Officer Phil. Let me check that out. What did you say? Okay, he says, okay, I just downloaded the 7-zip and it looks sort of shady. It works, but is it safe as WinZip? Yeah, that's what I was saying. It doesn't look as official or good as WinZip, but I've had it and it works, and I've never had an issue with it at all. So I would say it's not shady. It just looks that way. It's just it's like a halfway decent neighborhood, but it's fine. It works. I've never had any malware notifications on it or anything like that. So yeah, I would say go ahead and trust it. Richard, you said try Luna's World Ortho YouTube. He's free. I've never heard of him. Okay, I'll try that out.
You cover Kennedy, just stand by.
Alberta, you're saying, as for me, I can't legally fly due to my eye condition. I'm considered legally blind. I see, man. You know what? If you do fly in the sim, then hey, this is what we're left with. Me, due to age or whatever, or circumstances, you due to your eyesight. I hope you can fly in the sim. That would be nice. But there are tons of us out here who would love to fly that has medical issues and just can't. But we do what we can. That's why we come to flight sims and watch streams and stuff. So enjoy it as much as possible. You know, get yourself a good rig, good setup, and just enjoy it. John says 7-zip is legit if you don't get it from a shady site. I got you. So cigarettes are legit if you don't, as long as you don't get it from the guy on the sidewalk. I see what you're saying there, John.
Aircraft calling from Kennedy Airport, Delta 44.
Nice. You got it from the 7-zip website. That's good. Right to know.
2244, my 4 left, thanks to be at Bravo and Kilo, cross my 31 left, 11577.
Good, Alberto. So you do flight sim. Perfect. That's all you need, man.
Alright, Bravo,
Rip frames. Looks like I'm loading in a tile here or something. I'm gonna have to go back to Xenviro 1.07, man, because this thing Xenviro is eating my frames alive. I don't like that. Where are we? Over Delaware? Yep, we are over Delaware, Maryland right now. New York is right there, so we're gonna be coming over Jersey shortly and picking up New York Center. And officially, New York Center is...
You consider commute air 48.
You know what? I need to get the ATIS from New York. That's what I need to do here.
Here, 48.
I need to get the LaGuardia ATIS. Let's bring up Sky Vector. And get some information so we can set up a destination on this. Yeah, KLGA. That's JFK. That's LaGuardia. Let's zoom this up a little bit. Sorry. Alright.
135 heavy walk, Kennedy. Next to be approach, going to the left.
It's currently the LaGuardia ATIS. Let's see. 340 at 3 knots. That's the wind. Okay. And overcast 900, 10 mile visibility. Temperature 17. Celsius. 3021 is the altimeter. Okay, that's all we need for now. We will work with that. Let's go ahead and bring up the charts for LaGuardia.
Right, 135, 4 left on. Foxtrot, Bravo, tank.
Bro says no one dies on sim. That's true. You can reset and go back again. Alright, John, you gonna go watch hockey? Enjoy, man. Thanks for joining me anyway. I appreciate it as usual. Thank you so much. Go enjoy your games. Alright, so that's the airport. And we're doing the Curry. If winds are out of 340. What runway are we landing?
48, 48, you're going to go to Buffalo, Niagara.
Runway 22 maybe?
Port, departure. Port.
Yeah, probably runway 22. We're going to be grabbing New York. We're going to be landing on the Curry 4.
Miami to City, 17, 2,500, 156, 42.
Alright, here's the Curry 4. That's good. Alright, we'll get clearance from New York to see what runway we're going to be using.
Commuter 4848, cleared via port 3 departure. Port.
Adrian Snipe God, welcome aboard, man. How you doing?
Maintain
I'm sorry if I'm being annoying and for asking you again, but did you forget about MDST? It's okay if you did. You don't have to do it. Still love your content. No, didn't forget about it. I'm going to be looking it up for you. Okay.
Back to your right.
Not a problem. And I'm done here.
Altimeter 3011.
First Officer Phil, by the way, you've ever heard of Genoa Airport? Genoa? Yes, I have. It's an amazing airport in Italy, right where I was born. You should check it out because there is an OK Payroll version. I am definitely going to get the Genoa Airport for Italy. I need to get some ortho scenery for it, and I'll go ahead and grab the Genoa Airport. Yes, so we'll do that, First Officer Phil. Alright, let's put in some arrival information here. See, enter destination data, as it's saying right now.
American 2806,
Ident American 2806. Alright, that's ident right there. Perfect. And let's go to perf. Next phase. Next phase. And it's going to be 3021.
Radar contact, unable to meet a 44 arrival. Philadelphia, helicopter 3008.
It's going to be the car 4 arrival. We're going into LaGuardia, American 2806.
Information set from 3 the altimeter when you start setting below 18.
Oh, roger that. I do apologize. American 2806. I have to fill the altimeter. Thank you. All right. And the winds is going to be 340 at 3 knots. Transition is 18,000 feet. And minimum descent altitude for this airport. Hold on a sec, and then we're going to start. Let's go ahead and start the descent right here. That's 24,000 feet under descent, and we're going to go to manage descent. There we go. Aircraft is descending. Perfect. Let's make a quick announcement to the passengers too.
Just repeat that one, Bravo. From the flight deck, we're just about to begin our descent, and I will be turning on the seatbelt sign shortly. So please return to your seats as soon as you can. Thank you.
Alright, so on the ILS, it is, bottom altitude is going to be, sorry, the ILS decision height is 212 feet. 212, that's what we need. So one thing with the Airbus, you got to put in so much information. Okay, so we have the QNH, we got the temperature, we got the wind, we got the transition, full configured. We are good to go. So the VLS is going to be 128. Very nice. Alright, so that's set up for the arrival into. Let's turn off the airport here. Do I need some drag? Yep. Let's go ahead and do speed brakes half. Here comes the speed brakes coming out. Perfect.
2244 fly heading 100, make 4 left.
And that should get us back on profile. Here's at least the nav profile here. I'm probably going to need some more drag too.
Delta 2244 fly.
Yeah, let's do speed brakes full on this. Speed brakes full.
Fly heading 100.
Alright, good. Speed's coming down. The VNAV path is coming back nicely. We are on point, and we can go spoilers half again. Perfect. Perfectamundo. And we can retract the spoilers. We don't need them. Good to go. There they go. Come in. Nice. Nicely done. Alright, so let's turn on our fast seatbelt signs early. Get them seated. Now he didn't tell me what runway, but I'm assuming that we're going to be getting runway 23 because the wind information is 230. It's only 340 at 3 knots, so it's coming out of the west. And the runway that's landing to the west on this is runway 22. I wonder if he's going to give us 22. Is there ATIS on for LaGuardia? No, there's no ATIS on for LaGuardia. So let's change the runway. Well, actually, there's a runway 31. Almost forgot about that. Let's see how New York is set up here, real quick. So runway is 330, should be around here, coming this direction. So we can get runway, you know what, runway 31. Sorry, that's what we're going to be using. Runway 31. Duh. So I'd say runway 31. Now there's a localizer 31. There's no ILS 31, is there? So ILS 4, localizer 4, VNAV 4. So, if we are using runway 31, there is a visual approach for 31 that goes like this. There's a visual for 31. I might have said it for runway 31. Do the localizer 31. Curry 4. PXT, and make sure that it's going to be fine. Insert that. We're good to go. Alright, perfect. Let's do clear that discontinuity here, and we can insert that. Now it's going to do a U-turn. So what we need to do is do what we do in Skippy. Turn back. We need to go to skip. We need to clear PXT. We need to clear Garrett. We need to clear Rigby.
Definitely 251, descending incredible 280.
And we need to clear Eno.
Anything
And
level
clear
20,
Skippy. Clear the discontinuity. Now we can insert it. This airplane is too intelligent for its own good. Can't insert it now. There we go. Perfect. Alright, we're good to go. Ah, holy frames. We need to continue our descent. Down to 18,000. Awesome. Alright, so far, so good. Well, we are still on profile and we are still descending, so that's good to go. Let's bring out some speed brakes a little bit, just to get the airplane down to match the VNAV path, which is here. Okay, good. Where are we? Southern Jersey. Okay. Nice.
They're trying to 990 heavy here. MI for PC.
And if we look at the charts for the Curry 4, let's see what our crossing restrictions are. Skippy above flight level 190, Bessie above 17,000, Davies about 13, Curry at 10,000. Okay. Let's bring this all the way back to 10 grand. As long as we're passing Curry at 10, we're good, and it looks like we are right there. Perfect. Nice.
Delta 24, question 2244. Direct wavy now. Climate maintained by level 230.
Alright, direct wavy.
And my frames are getting wrecked. It's all good. It's all good. I guess the scenery itself is intensive, plus the streaming off the scenery is intensive. But it's New York, so I had to fly into it. Alright, we're coming back on profile. Speed is down. We can go half on the spoilers. There we go. Look at this ortho out here. Nice. That is nice. This is Jersey, I think. Yeah.
Altimeter setting.
All right. Altimeter is 3021.
New York Center Commuter 4848 for taxi to TC right.
They're 48, you right away. Taxi via Bravo, Kilo, Romeo.
Alright, and we can start the speed brakes. Good. What do we got? Speed brake still out. Speed brake, yeah, it's stowed. I just stowed it.
Taxi 22 right at Whiskey, via Bravo, Kilo, Romeo, Whiskey. Be there for the approach. Evening, New York approach, Code 3123 Echo.
What are we looking at here? I think New York should be coming up soon. Gotta go shopping, Richard, really? Gotta setting up a FedEx flight on Zibo between Hilo and Honolulu. Nice.
Good evening, Boulder via for flight plan. We are on the ground at Republic Arena.
I haven't done any flight in Honolulu yet.
That'll go 3213 Echo. You request they're calling on.
I think that's Philly over here. Yeah, that's Philadelphia. We're coming over Philly.
Oh, no, yeah, we would like to
Philly
flight
right there. Nice.
3213 Echo. Address 1035. When you're ready, runway 14.
Okay, 0135.
I'm Audi. Squawk 0335.
Squawk 0335, and we will start taxi to runway 4 via Alpha to Draco. Thank you.
And Seneca 3213 Echo, Republic altimeter 301.
2013 to Draco. Thank you.
All right. 2806, LaGuardia altimeter 301, to expect Iowa 22 to approach. After 480, maintain 102,000.
Altimeter 3012, ILS 22 approach. After Corey, maintain 10,000. American 2806. Alright, so 10,000 after Corey. We got a runway change. We're going to be doing the ILS 22. So let's put that in here. That's what I had set up, but hey. And we can insert that. And we can clear this discontinuity here. And insert that. Oh, it's going to do a circle. Let's go direct Curry. Come on. Insert. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right. 10,000 at Curry. We have the ILS 22 set up. That's good. So that means, man, X-Enviro just totally sucks. Look at that garbage. Ah. Alright, so we gotta maintain 10,000 at Curry. We have 10,000 set. MCP, it's gonna get busy here. We are changing the runway to runway 22. And we just got to make sure that for runway... Actually, I had runway 22 already set up. There we go. For runway 22, the frequency is 113.1. Course is 224.
2244.
113.1, 224. Go to radial nav. What I have in here. LaGuardia 22. Yeah, ILS 22. Okay, cool. So, what am I looking at here? Oh, that's LaGuardia, I'm sorry. It's 110.5, 224. 110.5, 224. Let's do that. 110.5, 224. Perfect. Alright, so the course is in. We are set up for runway 22, which is what we're going to be getting and landing in here. Richard, you got the orthos for Hawaii? I'm going to have to get that, man. It should be beautiful just flying around those mountains and stuff and over the ocean. First Officer Phil, have a good rest of the stream. I got to get going. See you, and I hope you enjoy the Madeira approach, right? All right, First Officer Phil, thanks for joining me, man. Have a good evening. I appreciate that, all right? Take care. Alright, so I think we got ATC instructions down properly. 10,000 after Curry. I have the altimeter. And then we are going to be landing at runway 22, which is what we have set up. Just check Sky Vector again, because he said something about the ATIS.
22, 44 watts.
3012. Okay, so he was right. I have it wrong. It's 3012 on the altimeter. Perfect. All right. So if we're taking runway 22, we're gonna have to fly past Manhattan and come all the way back to LaGuardia. All right. So here we are on the approach. So we're going to Tykes, Minx, Revenue, Apple, and probably overflight. 9,000 American 2806. Alright, 9,000. And let's do manage descent. There you go. Aircraft is going down, and my frames are rip. Alright, so after Prod, we're going to be getting vectors past LaGuardia and then back to runway 22. So not the interesting approach, which is the Parkway visual, I think, to runway 31. That's always interesting because you have to manually fly that approach. There is no ILS on that thing. It's basically flying the Grand Central Parkway and then making a left at over to Queens and make a left at the stadium and land. One day I want to try to do it on the stream. Alright, we got traffic 20 miles out, 2 bogies, 2,000 feet below us coming this way. Alright, interesting.
Air China 99 Heavy going 4 left, full length tank to the Bravo, Kilo, crossing 31 left. China 990 Heavy going 4 left, tank to the Bravo and Kilo, cross 31 left.
Houston Air, Commuter Air 4848, full the shoulder to your right.
Yeah, that approach in CJ is really awesome. It's challenging too.
Commuter 4848, away to your right, take off, wind calm.
Let's just say I've screwed it up once or twice or even more than that before.
Clear, take off, Commuter 4848.
Alright, bring back the... Here, let's see, one airplane, 2,400 feet below us, going to be off to our right side, 10 miles out. We're not going to be able to see him, so he's far away, is no factor at all. Now, I'm getting the runway...
48, 4,000.
4,000 American 2806. No, I'm getting an ILS 22.
Good evening, Air Center. JetBlue 131. Yeah, flight 133.
All right, we're going down. Go down to 4,000. Gonna. We are below 10. We can turn on the land lights.
131.
Those can come on.
New York Center, Seneca 323, call Shore 148 for departure.
Seneca 3213 Echo left.
All these
Roger,
clouds,
Roger,
man. Am I going to be able to see
813.
Manhattan?
And my 146 printing out.
Here's the bridge here. You can barely notice it. That's the Verrazano Bridge. And I think that's the World Trade Center sticking out of the cloud over here. Of course, I can't zoom because of XNVAR. Yep, there's Manhattan.
25, 66, years, negative, altimeter 3013.
Here's Manhattan under the clouds. Oh, that's actually not a bad view. Nice and beautiful. Yeah. There's the city right there, underneath all the clouds, and that's the Verrazano Bridge. Let's just check that out and see what it looks like.
Right.
So we're gonna head over to Brooklyn and come back. We're not gonna be able to see it. Look at this fog rolling in from XNVAR. Come on. Although the bridge does look good.
2806, flighting 010, back to the final approach.
Heading 010, Veclo final course, American 2806.
Got the 131,
Zero.
no,
Let's go heading. Okay, so we're going to be flying directly over Manhattan.
Direct Mike Hector Echo.
Yep. Directly over Manhattan is where we're going.
And
And that's the Verrazano Bridge. Wow. That is,
360, Columbia hit 10, send that.
that's not bad. Look at that. It's Manhattan here, and that's the Verrazano Bridge right below us.
30. I'm maintaining
XNVAR, you are so
10
close.
Commute air 48.
I got this, right, CJ? Thanks for the confidence. We're heading over Manhattan. Yep. Wow. Let's go over to the first officer side here, fly from this. That's going to be a screenshot. Screenshot.
623 New York, center on request, standby.
Wow. Look at that. Manhattan does look nice on the fog. Took a couple of screenshots. Gonna be loading that up. Nice. Speed's coming back nicely. And we're getting vectors anyway. So that's Brooklyn. There's the Brooklyn Bridge. Here's Manhattan. And this is Jersey.
Yeah, 653, got a voice way here now. Let's make it quick. Clear to Raleigh, Durham, 43 departure, 4th. Radar vector LA, that is filed. Columbia to SID, accept, maintain 2,500.
One more screenshot there.
677.
That is beauty. That's a beauty.
23 back and correct. Q2 tank, the altimeter 3012.
Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan Bridge, downtown Manhattan.
Maintain 900,000.
Oh, look at the fog and mist. Look at the buildings sticking out in the clouds. Okay, I'm taking like a million screenshots right now, guys. That is
New York
awesome.
Center, this is Delta 2710, we're approximately 28 nautical miles north of the Calverton DOR at flight level 179.
Yeah, baby.
10.
I'm not even looking at the plane to see what it's doing. I'm just taking screenshots here.
American 2806, turn right heading 050.
Right heading 050, American 2806. Alright, what am I doing here? Oh. 050.
2710, you're good evening, altimeter 3013.
We're going to make a right to...
3013, right.
And that's the George Washington Bridge up front here.
Meter 48,
Right over here that we're seeing.
Right,
Oh,
Commodity
like that.
Here, 48, climb maintain 16,000.
16,000, Commodity 48.
It is worth the frames. Absolutely worth the frames. George Washington Bridge. Look at the color just from the buildings in Midtown Manhattan there. Gorgeous. HD simulation, it came back at the right part, man. We are flying over Manhattan here. Well, going downwind to come back, and we get the
2806, reduce speed to 100, then it's maintain 3,000.
speed to 180 3000, American 2806.
That's the correct on here.
180 3000, let's go back to 180.
33 with you. 560.
That was 33 here. I did.
$183,000.
Delta 2556 instead of maintaining 7,000. Depart Rover. Heading 250, vector tunnel for vector tunnel first.
And let's get the speed brake out a little bit here.
American 2806 instead of maintaining 3,000.
Go down to 3000, American 2806. And let's go full speed brake. I should have been paying attention to flying.
Delta 3316 radar contact cross cockpit flight level 180.
Make it 1500 feet a minute.
Delta 3316 again?
There we go. And that's the George Washington Bridge right there. Speed brake is out.
China 990 heavy gliding 100 will make 4
So it's going to be vectoring you back around to join the localizer. Alright, coming up on 3000. Speeds will come back, and I'll bring the flaps out. And we can do this. Alright, we can arm the speed brake medium, auto brake medium. That's good. We can bring out flap 2. Here's the flaps coming out. Awesome. Heading 100, American 2806. Alright, right turn to 100. Then we should be able to join the localizer. Good. Alright. 180, speed brakes are armed, auto brake is set. And we're going to make a turn. That's the line for the ILS.
Level 280. 7131.
And there's Manhattan right there. We're going to be getting another turn to join the localizer here shortly. Short vector. Sweet. And he's going to spin me around here shortly. Alright, activate the approach phase. Confirm 128, 132 is landing.
American 2806, 1018,
2000, American 2806.
Channel 990 heavy exploratory radar contact, climb maintain 117.
Alright, we're descending. Our airfield is going to be off to our right. Somewhere there. Okay. And here's the line for the runway. Center line, so he's going to be spinning around to Greco, I think, at 2000. Come on. Let's pick up the descent rate, 1500 feet a minute. Alright, there we go.
2710, descend maintain 918.
JFK is going to be over here somewhere.
Yeah, be back here now.
And we're going to
990 heavy gliding 04 direct range.
activate the VRL loc.
American 2806, turn right heading 190, join the localizer.
Heading 190, join the localizer, American 2806. Alright.
3316, cross Cameron at 1 south and 250 knots, altimeter 301.
Landing system can come on. We're on the IRLS. There's a localizer here, and we're going to be joining that soon. I like this controller. He is very tuned.
4 miles from tracking up. So now west runway future approach LaGuardia.
Maintain 2000 to establish localizer Alice 22 for LaGuardia, American 2806. Alright, we're below the glide, that's good. And we are going to be intercepting the localizer here shortly. Here comes the loc coming in. That's perfect. So we are on the loc. Perfect. And then we can activate the approach. Good to go. And LaGuardia is about 7 miles out. We're landing at 128, 133. Ooh, we got rain. Oh, look at that. Actually blew through the loc there a little bit, but I'm coming back to join it. And let's bring the speed back and sit down the cabin.
Cabin crew, please prepare cabin for landing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach. I'd like to thank all of you for flying with us today. We appreciate the business.
Runway 2 declared line, American 2806.
Thank you.
Let's configure early. Bring the gear down.
Maintain 7,000.
And slow on the wipers. Oh, it's gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at Manhattan off. Alright, let's come back to final approach speed to 132.
3213, exit, we're trying to route 013.
And let's go
3013,
flat
3, and we have the Delta in sight.
And once it slows down, we go to flat full.
321,
Let's go to flat full. Here she is. Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, we are present. I was just saying that we have the Delta Airbus in sight.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Screenshot. Okay.
Yep.
Gear down, 3 greens. Landing lights are set. Auto brake, medium. There's a runway ahead of us, and Manhattan off in this distance with a little bit of drizzle on the rain here. Now let's take over this airplane. Okay, my airplane. See if we can put this thing on the ground successfully. We're a little low. It's fine.
Approaching 04.
Glide slow.
Alright, we're below the glide a little bit here. Let's get the nose back up.
Delta 3316 after 10, sliding 040 back to final approach course.
After come running 040 for headphones.
These runways in LaGuardia are tricky because they're so short.
300.
Alright, we're still on center line. We can't float this landing at all.
Chapter 131, cross Troy, then make it off the Baltimore out, clear 004.
Think rate.
Go again, shoot it.
Yep.
Troy,
Great.
Chapter 131.
Chapter 131, cross
Oh,
Troy.
barely need the numbers here.
20. Retard. Retard.
Right across Troy's at 12,000, Chapter 131.
Another 25, 60.
Alright, reverse is out.
5,000 feet remaining.
Nose down. Aircraft is slowing down. Get auto brakes.
China 990 heavy contact.
Reverse is out to max. We're going to take it all the way to the end. Oh, can't believe I actually brought that down. Yeah, I'll take it to the end here.
623 right tonight.
Reverses come off. Manual braking. I will just run it out to the end.
My 22 right out. Thanks.
Wow.
Kilo, Romeo Whiskey.
22 right, Whiskey Kilo.
All right, we're going to exit left here.
So 2566, instead of maintaining 3000, number due speed is 210.
Whew, I can breathe. That was actually intense. I don't know about you guys, but this is intense for me. Oh, yes. Ooh, yes.
We're 4848, the Whoops 3 out, somebody 3006.
Turn off the wiper. Don't need it.
3006, commuter vehicle.
Alright, stow the speed brakes. Flaps can come up. There we go.
Seneca 13 Echo, contact Boston, Center 134.7.
Honda 134.7, 23 Echo Connect.
Nice.
3316.
I actually thoroughly enjoyed that. I really did. Thanks, CJ. Appreciate it, man. I was nervous there for a minute. These runways are tricky in real life. People run out these runways all the time. And let's turn on the APU master there.
2710. Gonna maintain 5000.
And let's start it up.
5,000.
And let's hold short here for taxi instructions. Let's do that. Alright, flaps are coming up.
2566, turn right, hit 010, intercept 24 right, localizer.
And that's Manhattan in the background right there. Midtown Manhattan. That's the World Trade Center right there. And New York Center, American 2806, exit runway 22.
American 2806, welcome to LaGuardia, thanks via Bravo and Alpha.
Bravo Alpha to the gate, thank you very much for your services. I appreciate the vectors there, American 2806, thank you. Ah, awesome. Straight ahead in Bravo Alpha to the gate.
2566,
let us go. Yeah, the river visual for 15 at DC. I've tried it a couple times and actually go around on stream. It does give you a rush. I think I have a video of that, me going around twice. I did it in the Airbus, and I think I did it in the Boeing at the river visual in DC. Yeah, I actually have it recorded. Okay, APU bleed can come on.
2566,
that's good.
From Eddie,
turn off the land light. Taxi can go to normal. Turn off the strobe. And we can stop the clock. Flight time was 1 hour 5 minutes. Good to go. Oh, look at that. We got Manhattan in the background.
110 heavy to 718, 900,000.
And for you guys who love airports, the marine terminal over here now is JetBlue. JetBlue comes out of this terminal over here. They occupy this entire terminal now. That's what I took off from. Taxi was short because I went down here and took off from this runway right here. Alright, let's pay attention. And that rain effect on final just was perfect. Came out really nice. You did it the other night from Charlotte? Oh, nice. Do you have it recorded, CJ? Put a link to it. I'd love to see it. Actually, I'll just check your channel out, see what you got on there.
Got it 110 heavy after Rover by heading 250.
Let's make the right turn here.
Maintain 7,000.
Not sure where American parks, but we're just going to take one of these gates over here once we turn.
Heading 250 to maintain 7,000. United Winter.
Delta 3316 would able to exceed it 210.
Okay, heading to 210, that's it.
Alright, we'll make a right here and find one of these gates and park up. And we can disarm the ground spoilers. Good to go.
Meter 48, 48, clear right below airport.
Direct to Buffalo
Not
Airport.
even taking the taxi
Clear
line.
48, 48.
I think my brakes are hot. Are they? Yeah.
Delta 33, 16. Direct Zettel, join
We
the
make
floor
a
right
left
line.
on this gate right here.
Direct Zettel 44, right, look at that left.
We'll take this gate. C7. Charlie 7, yeah, should be nice.
25, 66.
Awful taxi here in LaGuardia, but hey,
right,
I'm on the ground, so I'm not worried about it anymore. I'm gonna go back and look at the replay of this landing here, man.
Delta 2710, flight here.
5270 is Delta 27.
Yep, there we go. Perfect. All right. Part brake can come on.
Yeah, 693 is on 1.8.
Engine 1 can come off. Engine 2 can come off. And we can kill the taxi
Direct
lights,
LV,
kill the beacon lights,
1000.
turn off the fast seatbelt sign, and turn off the fuel
The
pumps.
1000 and what was that picture on it? Direct United 623.
623.
We are good to go. Welcome to New York, guys.
Okay.
LV.
Welcome to New York.
Delta 2710, reduce speed to 180, then instead of 18, 3000.
180, then down to 2710.
And there is beautiful Manhattan.
Correction, Delta 2710, you fucking company MD, Mad Dog.
All right, let me go ahead and kill the ATC, X-Squat box. Got Manhattan in the background. World Trade Center down here. Midtown Manhattan. Central Park is probably here somewhere. Yeah, JetBlue now uses this terminal over here. That's their terminal exclusively. And then short taxi out to this runway right here. Runway 13. But let's do this. Let's do a replay. Let's watch this landing. Let's bring it back right there. Let's make this our first landing visual. Let's do this scene right here. Thank you, Adrian Snipe God. I appreciate it, man. And let's put on a little bit of background music while we land. Come on. All right, can't get the background music to come up, but let's watch that anyway. This airplane doesn't have any replay sounds. Oh, we were coming down like a rocket too. Then I flared. Not bad. No bouncy bounce. I will take that landing. And we maintain center line too. Oh, let's look at that again. I thought I had like bounced it or something. Yes. I like that. That is good. Man, that was good. Let me do a runway view. Yeah. Alright, no. Let's do a wing view. Because I can't get the runway view here. View from... runway. There we go. That's what I want to do. Let's watch this come in. I thought it was coming in too low, but I guess I wasn't. Woo! Nice. That is nice. I lit it off the center line, but you know what? It's LaGuardia and it's nerve-wracking, so I'll take it. Here's your favorite blue view, Black Knight. Perfect. That was good, wasn't it? I like that. Let's get a wing view going. Yes, CJ, you did say I got this. You were right, man. I was nervous. I was really, really, really nervous. I gotta tell you though, Airbus is way easier to land than the 7.3 because it's got the auto throttle activated. Here's Grand Central, the bridge. There we go. Come on. You could do this. You could do this. Oh man, I just barely made the runway there. It looked like it. Oh, the wing flex is perfect too. Perfect. Let's look from the other direction on the wings and see how does that look with the reverses coming out. It's all over water. So there's like almost no reference. So your passenger's sitting there. It's water, 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 and all of a sudden, boom, runway. Oh, low, low. Wow. That looks so low and sketchy. That looked so low and sketchy. Look at the reverses coming out. Pass runway 13. These runways are like, what, 7,000 feet? They're pretty short, man. You got no room for error in LaGuardia when you land here. None whatsoever. Oh, old American terminals. They are still there. They're working on this airport. This airport is still busy and have a lot of issues going on with traffic. Alright, let's do one from the tower.